There comes an end to all things, and this surrender to my evil at last destroyed the balance of my soul. And yet I was not greatly worried. The fall seemed natural, like a return to the old days before I had made my discovery. It was a fine, clear January day, and I sat in the sun on a bench in Regent's Park, feeling sleepy and at rest. After all, I remember thinking, I was like my neighbours. And then I smiled, comparing myself with other men, and thinking how much good I had done of late. And at the very moment the thought entered my head, a sickness came over me, with all the old pains, and that horror of the spirit that I knew so well. These passed away and left me faint, and then, as the faintness left me in its turn, I began to be aware of a change in the direction of my thoughts, a greater courage, a lack of care for danger. I looked down. My clothes hung loosely upon my limbs, and the hand that lay on my knee was lean and hairy. I was once more Edward Hyde. A moment before I had been safe, respected, wealthy, the cloth being laid for me in the dining room at home, and now I was hunted, houseless, a known murderer, with every man's hand against me. My reason did not fail me, and Hyde rose to the importance of the moment. My drugs were locked away in a cupboard in my study. How was I to reach them? That was the problem I set myself to solve. The laboratory door I had closed. If I tried to enter by the house, my own servants would seize me and call for the police. I saw that I must employ another hand, and thought of Lanyon. How was he to be reached? How persuaded? Supposing that I escaped capture in the streets, how was I to make my way into his presence? And how should I, an unknown and unwanted visitor, persuade the famous doctor to break into the study of his fellow worker, Dr. Jekyll? Then I remembered that of my original character one part still remained to me. I could write my own hand. Once I remembered that, I saw the way that I must follow.